So come with me, fellow listener, on a trip going out west. Listen to the tales of Slade the Blade, a former soldier, Arthur Slade. Basically, a man apart that wished to live his life with his family in the country. However, he lived on the border of the Western Territories. The premise of the story by Alterna, Go West, written by Garrett Gunn and the art by St. Yak. Basically, Go West is a futuristic story of the Old West. When it happened was at the end of the 21st century. The western states had staged a revolt against the government, basically allowing some of these states to revolt. As revolutionaries joined together, the United States was driven out of the western states. So anything past the Utah line of demarcation is now the Western Territories, ran by the governments. Basically, the border on Nevada and Arizona was given to outlaws, and they gave it to them in exchange for peace. However, the outlaws were told never to step foot outside the territory. Some did resist and tried to push the limits of said treaty in this story, yet they traveled into the home of the wrong man. A group of outlaws murdered the family of Slade the Blade, and now he's on a mission in this 3-book series to avenge his family and to remind his former compatriots in the Western Territories why he was called Slade the Blade. Garrett Gunn has written a story, basically a futuristic version of Red Dead Revolver or Gun, whichever series you want to use. He's a man with a lot of guns and one tomahawk. His quest is to find the very people that have killed his family and to go from town to town and execute a futuristic form of Western justice. Just to be honest, this book is not for kids. Alterna does have some kids offerings, though this is not going to be one of them. A very gritty story. St. Yak has drawn up plenty of the violence in this 3-book series. It's a story about how far a man will go to try to take back whatever peace he has, and whenever they take it away from him, the depths he'll go to make everyone pay. To be blunt, there is a scene in here where he slashes an X into a man's face, kind of a reverse version of a Glasgow smile. One man gets his chest blown apart. Another man ends up decapitated in about 2 fell swoops. It's a combination of, in a sense, a little bit of Journey to the West, a little bit of Kill Bill, a little bit of Red Dead Revolver, Gun, and a whole lot of violence. This is probably a continuing theme with some of the Alterna offerings, as far as the Apocalypse series. It doesn't share a continuity with any of the other books, honestly, but it's a pretty good series overall. It's not one that you want to eat on a full stomach. Some of the violence in there does churn your stomach a little bit whenever you see a chest blown out or someone's jaw ripped apart. Arthur Slade is not a nice man. He doesn't want you to sympathize with him. If anything, if you meet him and you've got a gun and you're willing to join him, then please do. But there is also a female secondary protagonist in this story. Plenty of Indians. Yes, the Native Americans are still around. And a whole lot of violence. This is probably one of the better books that I've seen. Definitely, if you're on ComiXology, they are 99 cents a book, $4.99 for the complete series. A good buy whichever way you go. Or go to their Etsy store, alternacomics.etsy.com, see if the print is in circulation. Buy the prints. Give Garrett and St. Yak and their crew a lot of money. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I've got links below. You can also you can subscribe, leave a comment. I know this one might seem a bit short, but not much I can say about this book without spoiling it. Go ahead, give it a read. It's even the entire 3 series is a quick read. You'll be kind of amazed at how everything flies by. However, I do thank you for watching. I do thank you for listening. Everyone, please have a good one.